Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today we continue on with the Echo of Ancients. Our party is finally starting to recover and deal with the consequences of the things that happened on the battlefield. But for once, they aren't in a world of trouble, at least as far as they know. We are going to let our medical physician take care of us and tell us what has been going on. Rudy Bo Booty, shake that booty and tell us what's going on.
Okay, so we started off last session, still trying to recover, but we did a little bit of a time skip. Um, so people are able to move their wiggly little limbs now and actually walk. So we decide to, after talking with Auric a little bit more, decide to take these little pamphlets, read them out, and decide, you know what, we're gonna go to the what was it called? I just had it open, like a good little boy. Um, the Pavilion of Presence to satiate Noman's bardly needs. So
And
we went over
satiated
there.
I was.
Good, you better be. To hang out there. There were three little events that were going on. There was the first one that we went to was a kind of like a, I don't remember the exact names of them, but there was a um kind of like a scroll thing that you would touch and some spirit would take over you and make you say things. I believe it was everyone did that, but
Elise, probably.
Elise. Yeah, Elise didn't do that one. Next up, there was I believe we did some sort of dancing one that you had to roll your dexterity to keep up with the beats. Chiron and Elise succeeded in theirs. I believe so did Noman. Sorry, were you saying something, Zap?
I think they're
Oh,
humming.
yes, I'm humming. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking over you. But we did that one. Everyone did pretty damn well except for Rudy, who's a big old goof. And then I think that's actually what we left off on. There was one more event. I'm not event or like some sort of stall that we could have gone to, but I do not remember it, and I think that's where we left off anyway.
Alrighty, go ahead and take that hero point as we rejoin the party to see exactly what is going on. So, what would the party like to do? You see,
Did
there
we
are
not finish that last
things.
oh, sorry.
There are still things going on around you.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
we did that last one.
there's the storyteller one. That's the one I forgot.
I
Trying
believe
to
y'all
tell
just wrapped
stories.
up.
Hmm?
Y'all just wrapped up.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed something in the recap, but that's on me.
Nope.
The last one we did was the
Arena.
fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's still the storyteller one if you want to do that.
There are also more things you can do if you wish. As there are more sections you can go visiting. Ha ha ha.
I think it'd be only fair to go visit the other places now. I've had my fill of the bardic arts.
I mean, there's sorry.
Looks at Rudy. You good?
Yeah. We could go to the trade fair concourse. That's a good thing. A lot of food there, things to trade. We got gold.
Noman just looks inside his coin perch. I have some, yes.
I have some gold too. I can give you some.
Before continuing on, there are two other things you can see in the area around you now that y'all are moving around a little bit more.
What
One
are
What
they?
else?
seems to be some kind of dance lesson, and the other seems to be a circle all surrounding a single child. A young girl, maybe in her mid preteens at most.
Can I clarify one thing real quick, Cece?
Okay.
Noman and Zamir are still in their changeling forms, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
You've also seen a couple other changelings moving around in the same version.
Wait, we have?
Mm-hmm. None close by, but you've seen them in the distance.
And it's just like in their normal form.
Yep, same as you.
Do they look all? Are we still kind of ephemeral?
No.
Ethereal?
A little bit, but not really. You're mostly solid.
Like, did they look solid? Like
Yeah.
fully solid?
Rudy looks solid too.
He is a very solid boy.
I'm starting to think this place just doesn't like people changing the way they look.
I mean,
But that would explain my. Well, that would explain why my horns are still gone.
Rudy still has his horns, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you were born with those. Farley was not.
Oh, that's a sensitive subject, probably.
No,
place-
because the horns make him bloodthirsty.
Oh, then we probably don't want that here in the middle of.
No.
So this
Sure.
place just
During the battle, I was still crazy, but now I'm kind of mellowed out a little bit. Almost.
yes, you seem very sane.
What's that? Can we see what the girl is doing in the middle of the circle, or are they just staring at her and just doing nothing?
She seems to be speaking and pointing out people, and then having a conversation a little bit far away to actually hear what's being said.
Okay. We know any yo-yo dancers?
I was gonna ask how close the dance lessons were to the girl.
They're on the way.
The mirror just gonna kind of keep looking back towards the dance lessons and then turning back towards the rest of the group and just kind of keeping that up.
Zamir, do you want to
Zamir.
do dance lessons?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, you're looking at them, and looking back at us, like for approval.
No, I was just seeing what the rest of the group wanted to do. I have not settled on a voice for Zamir. I'm so sorry.
Good
I
thing
have
You're
he's a
fine.
changeling. He can change it.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah. I was gonna say right now he's stuck in his normal form, so he should have more of a feminine voice. But
It's fine.
Really, should be more very androgynous.
I mean, to be fair, changelings can change their voice without changing their vocal cords,
huh.
Oh.
like normal people
Oh.
can.
Okay,
I can
listen
sound like
here.
anyone here.
They can
Chiron is
sound
going
like
to
this, or they can sound like this, or they can go, "Fuck you, Carol."
Damn, what'd Carol do?
Carol
what
hang
Carol
out with
do?
Karen.
Fair enough. So Chiron is going to Zamir. You're gonna feel Chiron's tail wrap around your wrist, and you're getting tugged over to the dance lessons.
We're going to let the music move our body. I like it.
Rudy will
Phrasing,
follow.
Noman. Phrasing.
I said exactly what I meant to say.
I'm gonna smack Noman with my tail.
It's already wrapped around Zamir. Are you just gonna like let go of Zamir?
It's wrapped around their wrist. I am perfectly capable of smacking you with it and then start tugging them again.
Honestly, I thought you said you're going to use your tail to make Zamir smacks. No, man.
That would also be funny.
Fuck it.
But-
Yep. Nope. Nope. That's what we're doing now. Chiron's gonna use Samir to smack Noman.
Zamir doesn't put up any fight. Chiron totally knows Zamir wanted to do it anyway, but didn't want to start any drama.
Gods, Chiron, I did not know you. I did not. Was not expecting that from Zamir. Although technically it's from you. So I'm a little confused on whose fault that is.
Chiron just looks down at you and just smiles full of teeth.
Rudy will start to follow toward the dancing.
And Farley's
Can,
leaving.
I was gonna say, can I do some kind of perception check to
going
see if
towards the
Zamir
trucks.
notices?
He's not sneaking away. He's just wandering off, which we don't see him.
Zamir's just going to point towards Farley. Not say anything, but just point.
No,
Gonna grab-
should I go where?
I'm gonna grab Farley by the back of their collar. Nope. You're staying with me.
I have to ask, is Elise following the party to join in the dancing, or?
Depends on what kind of dancing it is.
It
Magical
is this
dancing.
flowing dance that has a lot of jumping. It's almost the electric slide.
Then no, she's not falling for the dancing, but she is falling to more chaperone since someone has to watch for Farley while Chiron's busy.
It is a more
Yeah, I'm just
graceful
gonna
electric
hand-
slide.
I'm just gonna hand Farley to Elise.
Just hold Farley by the shoulders then. Watch.
You all see the one that seems to be leading this dance looks to be some kind of dragonborn. However, you can see their scales shimmer rainbow colors in the light. Purples, oranges, blues. A lot of them are a base white. There's some gold along their chest. And this brilliant yellow for their pupil. But there's all kinds of colors across their body.
Pretty.
I'm gonna try to commit this person to my character memory brain because this is definitely something Newman would want to try out later.
Gotcha.
Oh, they look like stained glass.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Come, join in the boundless dance.
It would be my pleasure. No one will immediately jump in.
They are going to take the time to show you each step as the others are dancing around y'all.
Yeah.
Who all is
I was gonna
jumping
say-
into the ring?
Zamir is going to go in there to get taught. Definitely was
Before-
hoping it.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go
Kai.
ahead. No, I thought you were done. You finish.
Oh, I was just gonna say above table. Totally was kind of hoping it'd be more like the kingdom dance kind of dancing from Tangled,
yeah.
but
Oh, that's kind of what's going on. You're just
Okay,
getting dragged
yay.
in the center to be taught the dance first.
okay, good.
Before Chiron joins, I'm going to take red off my head and look at them. You want to dance? Want to dance?
Dance.
Dance. Okay.
Do I hear?
Put
Do I
red.
still understand them, right? Because
Okay.
I cast speak with animals.
It's
like
well
only
since
a
ended.
little
It only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I casted it while we were leaving the
It also
during the.
doesn't work on them.
Why did it work in the first place?
I was gonna say you've already had it work on them.
Shouldn't, because they're
Yes.
not a beast.
No, it shouldn't have, but I wasn't gonna argue with you.
Attention span of a squirrel. Yeah, it doesn't work on them.
Aw, it was already established. Okay, fine.
But I'm gonna put red back on my head.
Plus, their intelligence is too high to work on them.
Red is a very intelligent being. They are also not a beast.
Yeah.
Would comprehend languages work on them?
No. Because the noises they make aren't a
Maybe you
language.
could say
They can just
What was that
somewhat
one?
speak in this film.
Fair.
One sec. What was that, Blue? You cut out.
So
I was going to say.
you
Yep.
need to
Nope.
reconnect. Your audio is terrible.
Here. Well, we're gonna do this.
Oop.
Or not. Never mind.
Feel the beating most in time.
Let's try that again. Come on, Blue.
Am I coming in better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, my home Wi-Fi is at war with my phone for some reason.
Always is.
Just very rude of it. But continue.
Yeah. Basically, my idea was like maybe Red could just say like Red saw them cast the spell already and just kind of humored them since they wasted the spell slot.
They can kind of speak anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. But they're going back on my head, and I will join.
Alrighty. I need an acrobatics check from everybody joining the dance.
Oh, this is not going to go well for Rudy.
Not performance?
Nope.
We're dancing.
Well, that's.
No.
That's dexterous.
I'm using a hero point because you know what? I'm not even going to justify it. I just want to do it.
That's fine.
Motherfucker.
Bowman's not getting used to the length of his legs right now.
Dang, Chiron.
Is Farley joining?
Honestly,
Wait, so goddamn hero point.
Screw it.
yeah, I was gonna say, Mama, it's been clarified to be more like the tango dance instead of the electric slide.
I did not mean for that to be privated, but that was a
Still
19.
Yeah.
Zamir?
That's good.
Are you joining in, Elise?
Ah, fuck it. May as well. If you can't beat him,
Let's-
join him.
Peer pressure.
Yes.
Oh wait, can't you re-roll ability checks with hero points?
No.
No.
Oh,
That's
You
what
need
I'm
an
thinking.
MVP.
Which I do have, but I don't want to win this.
Zamir, Chiron, Farley, and Elise. Y'all all take to this dance really well. And throughout it, you have learned something. For a brief time, until you use the ability once, you have learned, just once, the ability to cast Misty Step on yourself.
Oh.
Ooh.
oh god damn it! Everyone except the bard does the dance now.
Yeah.
Just once.
I
It's a
kind of look.
single use.
I kind of look at Noman and say, Noman, are you okay?
It's these damn legs. Like I'm used to having more lengthy legs. In normal form,
fair enough.
the legs are too stubby.
Rudy probably just full on body slams you.
And Elise gets an ability she'll probably never use because magic.
I await the
Magical
day.
bullshit.
I await the day to where it's a life or death, and Elise uses it
Can't
It's
bank
gonna
that.
be like 2 years from now
How long does this thing last?
Until you
until
use
we
it.
use it.
So you just forever now
Forever.
have a Misty Step in your pocket.
One use.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
use of Misty Step, and it's gonna be like 2 years from now that Elise finally uses it.
We're all
Lily-
going to have forgotten it was there.
Uh-huh.
Elise is going to be granted a wish ring or something and just never use it.
Who says I haven't already?
It takes a good while, but y'all are a little out of breath by the end of it before you'll step out of the ring.
No, that didn't go well.
Well, that was fun.
Reminds me
Great.
of my use. Oh, what was that, Chiron?
I was just agreeing. Also,
Ah, yeah.
Zamir, you're not that old.
Yes, but I was going to say it reminds me of when I was younger, like say 10 or so, and my parents made me do a private dancing lessons. I hated it then, but I feel like the teacher would be proud that I at least didn't let it fully go to waste.
Why didn't you just bribe the teacher to lie to your parents?
Because I would do that, and then the person watching over me would rat on me, and my parents would then pay the teacher more to tell the truth.
That sounds like a skill issue.
You know, listen
good
here,
stroke.
Farley.
All right, children. Break it up. How's Red doing, speaking that I was just spinning around with them on my head?
They are happy as can be.
Fair.
Oh, where to next?
They also got a shish kebab from somewhere.
Wait a minute. Red, where did you get a shish kebab?
They offer you
Are
some
they
shish kebab.
What's on the shish kebab?
Meat. Some veggies.
Meat of some distinction.
I'll take a little bit of the meat and a little bit of the veggies, but hand them back most of it.
Well, I mean, it's on a stick, so you just take off part of the meat.
Well, yeah, that's my point.
That's a kebab,
Is that
not
I'm-
a shish kebab. That's what I'm going for. It's a kebab.
Kebab or a shish? Is there a difference?
I don't know.
You basically can
It's
just
on
pull
a
the meat
stick.
and the veg.
Yes, I know. I'm
You-
taking a little bit of it and then handing them back the stick with the rest of it.
They just got it caught between their paws and they're gnawing on one of the meats.
Yeah. But I will then eat what is on it.
It is very rich in flavor and also grilled.
Happy Chiron tail flicks. Stamir probably accidentally gets smacked. Honestly,
Get
probably
into them.
both Zamir and Farley get smacked as Chiron's tail's just kind of flicking back and forth.
Or at least
They're not
anyone
used-
who's next to Chiron.
Pretty much. Chiron's not used to their tail being this long.
You know, Chiron, you might want to get your tail under control. At your new height, you're basically assaulting everyone behind you.
Looks at the
That's right.
tail, smacks Noman with it. My bad.
Now, see that
No, I
was
think you did that one on purpose.
You ever thought of weaponizing that?
How would the logistics of that work? Would you put like a spiked ball at the end of it, or maybe try to turn it into a whip, kind of?
I think that would
was
be too
thinking-
heavy.
I figured they just like tie like a dagger or something to it, and just like if someone gets too close, they just whip it out. Then it's effectively like a whip, but with a knife at the end.
Like kind of like a scorpion.
Chiron's tail is going to go to their boot and pull out a dagger to show that they can hold the dagger with their tail. Then they're going to put it right back.
Oh, good to know.
Can't
All right,
you,
well, go ahead.
Can tieflings do that? I mean, I know they have tails and
Flavor,
Right?
why? This is for flavor. Is it actually going to give me another attack? No.
that would be cool though.
But at the very least, I can. Now, could I use my tail as a? Could I argue to use it as an unarmed strike? I'm sure I could argue that.
We
But
if we're done here, we could go to the trade fair.
There is also the circle around the child.
Oh right, yeah.
I forgot. What was that?
You don't know.
I was
There's a
gonna-
circle surrounding a child.
Are they an actual child, or like a young teen, preteen age?
Preteen.
Can we tell? Preteen? Okay.
Looks to be a girl.
Are
and
we
a
sure it's a
preteen.
child? Are we sure it's a
Oh, I think it's-
child or it
It
could
might be a
halfling?
midget. You have no idea.
Oh, are they doing like a ritual sacrifice over there?
really,
How is that
Possibly.
where you go in your mind?
There's a child in the middle of a circle in the middle of a fair. I'm assuming it's either a birthday, a giant celebration, or a sacrifice.
We're in the middle of a square full of bards, music, laughter. Not in the middle of some dark church.
I mean, you
mean,
can
this-
still have a sacrifice at a festival. That might be why they're celebrating.
That does
Rudy.
happen.
I'm gonna go take a look as I walk away.
I'm gonna follow Farley.
I think Rudy would also follow.
We're all going over there. Let's face
Yeah.
it.
What was Elise gonna say?
At least did mention that places do that. Have rituals in the middle of a festival. A lot of people.
You see a lot of people have gathered around this girl as she points to people and asks them questions. From the center, it seems to be some kind of game. It's a little hard to hear how many people are in between you and them.
I look over Rudy. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can Zamir try and squeeze through the crowd and get closer?
You may.
Cool. Do I have to do a check for anything?
No.
Okay.
I look over at Rudy and give him a friendly nudge. You're a Minotaur. You think you can help us push our way through the crowd? Get a little closer?
Oh, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Rudy, what are you doing here?
Who's talking?
As you turn around and you see an orcish woman walking up with an axe kind of slung over their back. I didn't think you'd be around here.
Showing these new people around. They were in the medical ward for a while.
So
Finally
that's
got
where
their
you've run
feet.
off to. We were worried. You haven't been around of late.
You don't have to worry about me.
Usually we don't have to, but even with your big hide disappearing, it's best to keep eye on things.
Right.
She punches
Do
your
I
shoulder.
remember this person's name?
Her name is Megathirith.
Can you put that in chat, please?
I can. I'll give you her image too.
Alright. Sorry if you hear my sister in the background. I'm gonna tell her to shut up.
That's her actual name. They say she grew up with some weird elves that gave her the name. She usually just goes by Meg.
Alright, sounds good. Fine. I'm trying to remember if I know her from somewhere.
Yes,
I mean, we're
she is
just
somebody that works here on the Citadel. You've run into a couple different times.
okay. I mean, well, we're just showing them around, and they were transparent for a while. I just probably shouldn't disclose that information. That's probably classified.
Classified? Since when do you do classified stuff?
Yeah, I don't. I really don't. I got too big of a mouth.
You need to come drinking with us again. It's been too long.
I know, but you know what happens when I drink? It's too dangerous.
What, you push people around? You might be big, but you
Yeah,
ain't that strong. As she gives you a slight shove. What's your strength?
we're 14.
Yeah, you get pushed back by her 18.
Oh shit.
I'm going to ask a question. How close is Elise?
I mean, imagine standing like right there. She's not too far away. She walked
Just
up
put
to
out a hand to steady our big beefy minotaur.
He doesn't go far, it's just enough to unstabilize.
Who's your
Pushing
friend, Rudy?
folks isn't very polite.
Oh, Meg's fine. It's just Meg. She does it all the time. It doesn't hurt.
Some
Still not
playful
very
ribbing
nice.
between friends, eh?
Yeah, I just don't like to do it back all that much.
Yeah, and they can't get anyone to go anyway.
What was that?
That and they can't get anyone to go anyway.
Yeah.
If you'd
Shove
stick
a hook on
around
the
with us a little bit longer, we could get some more meat on those bones.
I mean, got enough.
Maybe you just don't know how to use it then.
Can I insight to see if this is just playful ribbing or actual bullying?
You don't even need to roll, she's just fucking with him.
Alright, fair.
Rudy's just sensitive. He's a sensitive boy.
That's why she comes and annoys you from time to time.
Good.
Builds up
Hmm?
builds up confidence. No, that doesn't make sense.
It makes enough when you
Builds
say
character.
If I make it make sense, it makes sense.
it. Exactly. There's the good Rudy. As she slaps you on the back.
No, okay.
I hate
Rudy
with,
will go.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Out of curiosity, Miss Megathereth, I believe it was said.
You see her
You know
grimace. Just Meg.
Just Meg.
Ah, Meg. Succinct, I like it. Do you know what is happening here with the child in this group? What is this?
Riddle game, I think. They say if you can beat her, you get some kind of fortune told. Say she's pretty good for a youngster as well.
Oh?
I,
And we have to come up with the riddles, or does she ask us the riddles and then we have to give her the answer?
I think she asks them. I haven't looked into it myself. Not much for riddles.
Ooh, interesting.
You should go
Chiron's
for
gonna
it.
follow Zamir at this point because that sounds like fun.
I was gonna say, how far towards the front did Zamir get in that
You're
time
getting pretty
span?
close. You are getting very close. You're not making much progress, but you are making progress. So
I
y'all
think
are.
I will try my hand.
So y'all are pushing y'all's way forward.
I mean,
yeah.
I am. Yeah, I am now. Hearing about riddles, Chiron's like, "Yep, nope, I'm going."
Yeah, Farley continues to walk forward absentmindedly.
And so you have finally arrived. Welcome, Zamir of Faerun. You hear the young girl say as you're getting right up to the front. As Zamir, you look over and she's looking directly at you.
Hello. I do not know how you know my name, but hello.
I know many things. Your compatriots will join you soon. She waves for the crowd to split, and they part like the Red Sea, revealing Chiron and the other ones moving forward.
Oh, well, this has made things very easy. Thank you very much. I thank everyone who split.
They are all quiet. There's some nods, but they are all watching with interest.
Gonna step up
Welcome.
next to Zamir.
Welcome. Have you come to play my game?
I do
I
enjoy a
always
good
like
riddle. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm gonna say the same thing.
I
Not always the
actually
best at
didn't.
him.
Oh yeah. I didn't
Mhm.
even realize this was a game. I was just trying to see what was going on.
All that I ask is that you solve at least 5 of my riddles. If you are able to do so, I will tell you your fortune.
Now, since we are a group, does it have to be one person from the group answers, as long as the group as a majority gets 5 correct?
Your group as a whole, as you are
Okay.
together like not many are. You see something
Sound
sparkle in this child's eyes. There's an oddity to her. Nomen, you're familiar with the look. Their eyes don't quite match the body. The eyes look far older, more knowledgeable than the body should be able to. You usually see them in elves or changelings that are older, making themselves look significantly younger.
Do I notice any telltale signs of maybe some elf blood in there, like some pointed ears, or any other signs that show this person is a long-lived race, or under the influence of some sort of illusion, or hell, maybe they're a changeling like me. They just can change their form.
They have rounded ears, and as far as you can see, they look human.
I'm sure one with as much experience as you must have some very interesting riddles to ask.
I
So
don't
please,
know if experience is what I have, but I have seen much. Are you ready for the first riddle?
Let's hear it.
Yes.
My face is smooth, but never kind. I steal your gaze and mock your mind. I move as you, yet stay in place. What is this trick within my face?
Mm.
Can you put
Zamir's
that
gonna
into chat?
I am in.
Zamir's also going to turn to the group and say his thoughts, which is honestly, my first thought is in a reflection or something involving a mirror.
hmm. My first thought was it is a clock. Or
I honestly thought it was something like a porcelain mask or a porcelain doll.
I actually agree with Zamir. That sounds like a mirror.
I was thinking maybe not quite mirror, but more reflection.
Fair.
Because you can see your reflection on in say stilled water and stuff, so the face would still be smooth in that context, I would think. But
Fair.
if mirror sounds more accurate, I'm fine with that thought. Does Rudy or Elise have anything to add?
I don't think Rudy's with you right now. I think he's with Meg.
Oh, okay.
And Elise has
But I
nothing.
also do know this riddle, so I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay. And is Elise not doing anything because it sounds like magic bullshit?
No, it's that she doesn't know the answer, and her first thought is mountain face, but that's not right.
Okay. Well, I guess is anyone against mirror or reflection? And is there one of those two that's preferred?
I think reflection is much better than clock. So yes, I would agree with you.
Mm. Reflection works for me.
Zamir's gonna look at Chiron being like, you say it.
Right.
Chiron's gonna roll their eyes and go, reflection.
Close.
Close. So mirror?
Self reflection.
A mirror. Yes.
Okay, so it was mirror.
One written you have solved. 4 more wait to be heard.
Okay.
No lock can hold me, yet I open doors. No weapon breaks me, yet I end wars. A breath may birth me, a whisper send me, though none can cage me, all may bend me.
The wind.
I'm once again gonna need that in chat. Okay.
Doors.
I feel like it could be maybe truth.
Truth might be.
I think this is. I mean, the whisper sends me. Local, it only bend me.
This sounds really close to a riddle in which the answer is silence, but this riddle doesn't feel like it's exactly the same. So I'm like, the end.
The open
The-
door. A door that's unlocked could be opened with the wind.
Okay.
No weapon breaks me, yet I end wars. The
Yeah,
winds
that's
of
what I.
change can end a war.
I'm not quite set on when, to be honest.
No, because
Maybe air.
the problem with that is that not everyone can.
Secrets.
Hmm.
I'm stuck on truth still, to be honest.
I'm gonna be.
Secret
It
could
might be
could it.
voice. It might be voice.
A rumor. Farley might be correct in this that it might have something to do something in that vein. As you all might know, in my profession, I know secrets. Secrets can definitely end wars, and a whisper definitely is a way to send out a secret.
But secrets don't tend to open doors.
You don't know the right secrets then. I know many secrets that can open some doors, but
That's just blackmail.
it's still the case, no? Although
Also, how would you bend a secret?
that
Yeah.
is what throws me. So maybe not a secret, but a rumor. You can bend the rumor all you want, and rumors can act the same as secrets. They're just more flexible.
I want it to be known that if it ends up being secrets, I'm gonna feel dumb. Because I feel like this is really close to that riddle, but it's not the same. And I'm getting stuck on it. It might be truth, though. Out of all that have been guessed, Zamir's truth is the one that I think is where I'm leaning.
I don't know. The truth can sometimes cause more wars than it ends.
So what will the party guess?
I was gonna say, I do not think we have forever to conclude on this, so
Okay, so we have my top are truth, voice, and silence. What's everyone else's?
I
Mine is truth and
honestly,
secrets.
Mine is secrets or rumors.
I am only on truth, to be honest.
Um,
Maybe
what was that,
silence.
Farley?
Truth is my first one. Secrets is my second.
Truth and secrets. Okay. So those are the answers that we have.
But we have to be unanimous, right?
I mean, if someone wants to be a dick and just yell it out, they could probably do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I wasn't trying to accuse anyone of
I know.
doing that. Yeah.
No, you're good. Okay. So, Farley, out of those, which are your top two?
Truth and secrets.
Truth and secrets. Okay. Zamir?
Truth and voice.
Truth and voice. Okay. Noman?
Secrets and rumors.
Okay. So, truth is going to be the one that's got the most amount of votes between all of us that are guessing. So, truth.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Was it secrets?
Correct.
Haha. Funny smiles.
This is a time when you probably should have trusted the spy in the group.
The third riddle is thus. When day is dead, I rule the sky, but vanish when the sun is high. I borrow light, but make it mine. What am I when stars align?
I'm going to need that put in a chat, but my first instinct is moon.
Yeah, that's my first guess.
Yeah. I think we're all in agreement for moon.
So who will say?
I'll say moon.
Correct. Your fourth riddle, then. I can't be broken, but never held. I can be promised, but never sold. I weigh nothing, yet I bind kings. What am I with neither voice nor wings?
It sounds to me like a vow. Or maybe a contract? No, contracts could be held. Oh, I think I know. I think it is a. I think that is a promise. What do you guys think?
Speaking that it says I can be promised, I'm going to assume the answer isn't promised.
Well, it's just the riddle only says I can be promised. It doesn't say it is a promise. A promise can be promised.
I really don't think that the answer is going to be quite literally in the question. Zamir says their word.
Which is a promise.
Yes, but it's phrasing, Nomen.
Fair, fair. Then in that case, I would say a vow. If we do not wish to go with actual promise, then I say a vow.
I can also see honor. We want to go with honor?
I'll Farley will say it.
Incorrect.
Dang.
Okay.
What was the answer?
1 second.
Oh,
Before
thought we
we
only get the
let's
answer.
not we've already answered twice on multiple of them. So we
Oh.
clearly get more than one guess.
Have we?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
yes.
have I don't think we've gotten anything right on the first try except for Moon.
Yeah, every other one, we say one and then we said like, oh, is it this? They're like, yeah, that is correct. So we have
Yeah.
at least 2 guesses currently that we know.
Mm-hmm.
If I might ask, young lady, how many riddles are you actually going to give us? Just so we know, like, how much of a buffer do we have?
I have 8 in total.
Okay.
3 guesses each.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 2 more chances to answer this one.
Okay. So I can be broken but never held. I can be promised but not sold.
We might be overthinking.
It might be silence. We might be. The not sold is the part that's making me overthink silence. If you think about it logically, anything can be sold. But it's not like a physical object. Do we want to go with Nomens with vow?
I'm good with that one. I'm good with giving that one a try. In worst case, we've got like 4 others. 4 other of these we could. We got a bunch of others we could do. So if we miss this one, it can't be too bad.
If we are going with what I just said, with my suggestion, can little I promise? I
am okay with I am okay with using promise. I swear to the gods, though, if it's right, I owe Nomen a drink.
No one will speak up. The answer is a promise.
Incorrect.
What?
Yeah,
Aw. Well,
But
we
now
have one
Noman
more.
owes me. Now Noman knows me a drink. Does anyone have anything else other than silence?
I got nothing.
You can't bind the king with silence.
Oh, yes, you can. We're listening, Ruby. What is your idea?
I mean, I'm not there,
Nobody else is
but
speaking. You can hear them just fine.
Ruby!
okay, Rudy will hustle over. I'm not the smartest, but I think it might be trust.
I mean, I've never met
Actually,
a king that was bound by trust.
they're all bound. The people have to trust them to lead properly, and if the trust is broken, kings fall.
They've known a few kings who broke that trust and didn't fall.
I mean, just a thought. I don't know. I have an intelligence of 9, so I'm not very smart.
Yeah, I think it's the best one we got, so I would like to go with Rudy's answer of trust. I trust Rudy to have this one.
Oh no.
Is that what y'all are going with?
I think so.
Yes.
Incorrect. The answer
Oh.
was a vow.
I
Okay,
was
I get-
right.
You were right. I told you to go with vow, but you said promise.
3 correct.
Okay, we've
Okay.
got 4 more now too. We've got 4 more chances to get 2 right. So let's get to the next one.
Yeah. Okay.
The next one is as follows.
Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I rise when all have fled. I walk, but none with dread. I wear the robes of silence tight and turn all colors into night.
I'm pretty sure that's death. Yeah. So anyone can argue with death because me and Zamir are on the
I
same
don't think I
page.
can argue with that.
Death?
No.
Well, Noman, you got it. Noman Farley?
I rise when all have fled. Darkness. Darkness
Shadow.
comes when.
What'd you say, Farley?
Well, no, he's kind of just like says to the group. Do you think Shadow's the right answer?
Mm,
That's just the first that comes to my head.
Shadows don't really rise. Shadows are cast, but I might be on the right track. Perhaps darkness. When darkness rises, all flee, as in all return to their homes, because that is night. I walk with none but dread. People dread the darkness. The dark is silence, and in the dark, all colors turn to nothing, to night. Any objections?
No,
No, because
no
I
objections.
had nothing but death, so
Darkness.
Incorrect.
Oh, this one's wow. This one is way harder than I thought it was gonna be.
I really thought it was death.
Unfortunately, I've got nothing on this one, Noman.
The first two lines make me think that it was hope, but it's the second two lines that make me think that I'm not right.
Shadow could also work. I mean, it might not. It might work, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Fire when a fire.
No.
No. When all have fled, I rise when all have fled. I walk with none but dread. I wear the robes of silence. What else turns colors into night?
Could be fear. Might be decay.
I mean, decay doesn't really arise.
No.
Try not to overthink it.
Oh, I'm definitely overthinking it.
Which means that it sounds like someone has said the right word and we're overthinking it.
I mean,
So the question is it decay? Or is it fear?
I think it's fear.
I'm definitely afraid of getting this one wrong.
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Trust in the colors of the rainbow and you will find your answer.
I'm sorry, what?
Trust in the colors of the rainbow.
The only thing I can think of is I don't even remember what everyone said. Actually, no.
I said darkness. Kai, what did you say?
I said fear, but that has nothing to do with the rainbow.
I said shadow
Cloud.
earlier, but I think we gave that answer.
We
No,
didn't,
you
we didn't give shadow as an answer.
You gave darkness.
Yeah.
You given death and darkness.
Yeah. Shadow
Guys.
can make sense because normally whenever all colors are combined, it produces black. Or perhaps it is fire because of red. I don't know.
But they just said trust in the rainbow. So
Trust in the colors of the rainbow.
Okay, wait. Okay, so it might actually be a color. So it might actually be black.
Black isn't in the rainbow.
Black
No,
isn't a
Thinking
color.
too much.
we're thinking too much.
I rise when all have fled. I walk with none but dread. I wear the robes of silence.
Two different riddles.
Wait.
What?
What do you mean
The
it's
hint
two
is
different
not
riddles?
exact. The hint will lead you to the hint. Or the hint will lead you to the answer. But the hint is separate from the riddle.
Yeah.
Trust in the colors of the rainbow to find the answer.
And turn all colors into
Okay.
night. What?
Blue, you have any other ideas?
No, that hit negates all my answers. So I got nothing.
Can I just have
Elise!
Zenimir say something?
Fucking no.
Wait.
If I had something, I would
Wait
have
a
given
minute.
something.
Wait a minute. You asked blue for a reason. Is it fucking blue?
Is it?
Is that the answer
What
you've
has
given?
blue?
Blue.
What has blue guessed? Actually, no. Yeah, if you guys want to, I don't know. I think the reason CC pointed out blue is because something that blue guessed was it. But that might maybe be me overanalyzing.
Is it darkness?
Darkness
No, I
has
suggested-
already been guessed.
You said shadows.
Is it shadow?
Is that the answer you're giving?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the
Sure.
answer is shadows.
Yay!
Oh, God.
The number of times
All
you'll
right,
have
person number
said the
6.
answer in the first few minutes and then run away from it. It's maddening.
And that's why the hint confuses. Rainbows don't have shadows.
Yeah, but your name is Blue, motherfucker.
I was gonna point that out as soon as
Also,
that was confirmed.
shadows don't rise.
Depends
Also,
on the
wait,
way you look
rainbows
at them.
rainbows don't have the color blue anyway.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
No,
what
you
are you
don't.
talking about?
Roy
You
G.
can't have blue.
Biv.
It's the same color as the sky. They have reds, greens, yellows, and oranges.
It's kind of indigo,
Well-
but close enough. Either way, you got it right. Perhaps the last riddle, then. You cannot see me leave or come, but I claim both sword and drum. I write no words, but end each tale. Even gods beneath me pale.
Ooh, alright, no words. But end each tale.
Now
That's
this
gotta
one
be
screams.
death.
Yeah, I was about to say this one screams death at me.
Do we want to say that?
You know what? It's the first thing that comes to mind, and it's so many times that's been it. Death.
No,
No,
you are
no-
incorrect.
No!
Kai, are you still with us? I haven't heard you speak.
I'm fucking muted, is what it is.
I had a
Oh,
feeling.
no.
Because
Let's
I agreed
see.
with Raven.
Save always
Can't
had
see me
first.
come and leave.
But I will claim both sword and drum, implying that it will claim people no matter their station. You know, the sword, the mightiest warrior, or the lowliest bard. I guess I don't know. I write no words within each tale. Even gods,
A lot of
Gods
tales
don't
end in death, but it's
that-
not death.
gods don't fear death.
The answer is not death. You already guessed it.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm just trying to think through it.
Time. You can't see time leave. Come. Time claims everyone. It ends everything. And
I could see time as an answer.
Like,
mm.
I don't got anything else.
At least you got anything?
No, I don't have a thing.
Farley. Come on, Farley. You got the last one. You got the last one. You got the last one. You could get this one.
Yeah, I know, but this is like, oh god. What did we guess so far?
We guessed death.
Yeah, we already guessed that, and it was wrong.
Death and have you made your second one?
No, we haven't
committed
used
to
the
time
second
yet.
one.
Okay. Write them down in chat so we can see them if you will when you guess them.
Yeah, I got nothing on this one.
Zap, you've been real quiet.
Zap
What do you
can't
think?
hear us. Zap
Oh.
can't hear us.
Time could work.
It's. I'm pretty sure that's the only other answer we have. So
Let's try time.
yeah, the
Incorrect.
time. Fuck. We're gonna need a hint for this one.
I think so.
Yeah.
You have said it in the past, though not for this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Was it a correct answer for another riddle?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we
Okay.
said. I mean, we said decay for the last one. Would that be it?
No, we can see decay come.
And
We can see it again.
and gods don't decay.
Yeah,
Why would they
gods.
pale beneath it?
Okay.
You cannot see me leave or come, but I will claim both sword and drum. My right no words, but end each tale into gods beneath me pale.
Mm.
Oh,
Hello?
nice.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Snorlax.
Hello? Hello?
Recording, so
Oh.
have to keep quiet.
I mean, it's... See? No, but it's not that. The only thing I can think of is the answer is the wrong one.
Okay, so they said it's, but they say it's something that we've said before. So far, we've given answers.
Trust in your
Wait.
other primary color.
Okay, well the only other primary color is myself.
Can't see me
So
leave
it
her.
sounds like it was something that I said.
Didn't you say like the color red or something?
No, I haven't said red.
Oh, I'm just thinking because Chiron is red.
Well, no, it sounds like it was something that I said specifically. So it would have been one of
Oh,
the
okay.
guesses that I gave.
Okay.
You cannot see me.
I'm trying to separate myself from Rudy here because Rudy would not know anything. But at the same time, Ollie wants this. Ollie really wants this.
So one of the things I have said is silence, but I don't think that fits.
Actually, you might be right. Can't see me come or leave. You can't see silence come or leave.
How can silence claim sword and drum?
It can claim drum, but I don't know about
And,
sword.
and the clanging
Tech-
of swords,
Eventually fall silent.
and even gods beneath me pale. How does silence fit into that though?
When the gods are no longer worshipped, they fade.
It's the best idea anyone's come up with, and it is something that you said in the past. So,
I think that's what we go with.
that's our only option here. Anyone else got
Yeah.
another option?
I don't necessarily think it's right, but it's the only one that sticks out.
If we get it
Secrets?
wrong, what's the worst that could happen?
I didn't say secrets.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, not secrets. Silence.
Is that the answer you're going
I
with?
think that.
That's
Yes.
the-
I think.
Silence.
Yes, the answer is silence.
Yay!
Fuck. It's
Oh.
gonna get it right eventually.
Good job. Do y'all want to hear any of the other riddles? Or do y'all want to run
Sure,
away?
why not? Sure, right. Just post them. Just post them.
You just post them.
I'll post them afterward. Well done. You have earned the fortune, if you still wish it.
Ooh, what's the fortune?
I believe they mean they're going to tell our fortune.
Oh,
Unless, I mean, I could use some more gold.
I mean, do
Yes.
we all get one, or is it like an individual thing?
It belongs to the group.
Oh, Do we
Okay.
want our fortune told?
I'm always willing to hear a fortune.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to me. How does it
Something
work?
tells me it's not going to be fun.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we're all going to come into some wealth in the near future. A positive outlook, Chiron. That's how I survive.
Do we have to do something for it?
No. As you see her eyes start to glow with this strange blue mist. You see her draw in a breath, and then on the exhale, you hear another voice entirely. Beneath the citadel lies a jewel without voice. Its light dimmed, its path unopened. Yet it dreams of bonds unbroken, and of those who were never meant to be left behind. One of fire and blood still fights with shattered blade. Another, chained in silence, feeds a war not her own. The clever hand now builds in exile, and the old giants dream restlessly in stone. The legion of Mahaldon falters, surrounded by ash. Their cries are swallowed by a world that should not be. You are the tether. Follow the forgotten threads, and you may yet weave them home. But beware the drums that echo low, for those you cast down have begun to rise, and they remember who broke their teeth. The way is still open for a little while. Step through the jewel before all paths turn to ruin. You see the young girl cough for a moment, and then the light dims.
That was ominous.
The future often is.
Is she okay? Like, is this like a similar effect to what we did before with the scrolls?
Kind of. It looked like some kind of possession to some degree, but that was a very different possession.
Okay. Rudy's just gonna blink for a second and then look at the rest of the party like, what the fuck?
Nobody's gonna look at Chiron, Zamir, Felice. So, did anyone else get get the gist of what that fortune was about?
It sounds like Mahaldon still needs our help.
Yep, and it seems like maybe that jewel. Rudy, you mentioned that the way people get here is by some kind of jewel, right?
Yeah, the Aurora diamond.
That's the one at the center. The way people get in are the Concord jewels.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like the
So,
jewel.
As Farley takes it.
Yeah, he literally heard like the first like 3 sentences and then just kind of dozed off.
Someone's thank you, Chiron.
You'll also notice the young girl is gone.
what about the rest of the people in the circle?
They're looking around confused. They don't know what just happened.
Rudy will go up to like where she was standing, kind of like wave around. She's not invisible or anything. She didn't like try to get away.
Nope. Roll me perception.
Perception, okay.
The only thing that seems to have changed is there's now a cat smiling at you from the roof before it turns and walks away.
Okay. Rudy will just clock that and go back to the party. Yeah, she's gone.
She gave us a path going forward. From what I gathered, it seems like the Concord jewel that we need to take back to Faerun, may be under the city.
Does Rudy know if there is an under the city? Like, is there like sewers or?
No. I mean, there
So
are
we're on,
sewers, but not enough to really go through.
Okay. Trying to think if Rudy would know anything.
You do know they
You guys,
arrived on a mysterious jewel.
You
I mean,
guys,
we,
I think it's talking about our missing companions. One of fire and blood still fights with a shattered blade. How much you want to bet that that's Fiki? Another chained in silence might be the wizard that, or the magic caster that Lila was looking for. The old giants could be the orcs.
Ogres.
Ogres.
Yes, and the clever hand could definitely be
Snips.
Yes, Snips.
well, I'm not sure who your friends are, but if they're in danger, we should probably go get them.
Yeah. The question is how do we step through the jewel?
Well, we could go down to the gate holes. That's where all the jewels go.
And the one they arrived in is currently crashed into it.
Could go look at it.
Worth a shot. We should grab Nimona and Nimona and Z. Especially if that has Fiki involved. If we go without them, they're gonna just follow behind us and they'll be alone.
Gonna leave Icarus behind.
And Icaros. Listen, my brain still hasn't comprehended that he's not fucking dead. And isn't Icaros with us at the
No.
moment?
He's off doing his own thing.
Fair. So we just need to regather with our NPCs, basically.
You got
I
Red
think
though.
they're all back.
Yes, okay. Red is my emotional support panda. I know what they actually are, but they will forever be my emotional support panda.
So let's get the others and then go to the gatehouse. Unless we want to take more time to shop around.
Well, normally I'll be out for a good old-fashioned shopping trip. This this fortune we just received makes me think we need to step up in terms of purpose.
They said step through before all paths turn to ruins. And we've already been down and out for months.
1 month.
For a month.
Feels like more than that, though.
Technically, it's been more than a month because we were out cold for a month.
A month
And then
week.
it took us a month and a 10-day.
So about almost a month. We've been out for almost a month and a half, effectively.
A month and
40
a
days.
fourth.
A month. It's been 40 days.
Yeah.
I must
That's-
say,
Though a fortune usually deals with the future.
that that last line of the fortune does have me a little bit confused and concerned.
Exactly.
What the hell did we cast down while we were over there?
Don't know.
Those-
Beware the drums that echo low.
For those we
Um,
cast down have begun to rise.
Wait a minute. I look over at Farley. Do you remember that thing?
what's it?
The thing.
Wait, you mean that thing that attacked us in the caves?
Yeah, the thing that made that of darkness.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh fuck. Okay, I really hope we don't have to fight that. But also, I think we also might need to state something else. I understand this is important and we need to find our friends, but are we at 100% to be able to do this? Like
I mean-
I say, I try to like use my magic in my hands.
I believe it was stated on like that we do have all our magic back. It's just like the abilities that for me and Zamir don't work, like the personal abilities.
Okay, I'm gonna need to message something to CC them later, but yeah, okay. I was like, okay. Oh, all right. I guess that means we're good then.
Unless you need your funky transformation thing to do your job.
Um, I try to access it to see if it works.
It's which bit are you trying to access?
My demon form, my form of dread
Fails completely.
reflavor. What the? What the? Huh.
Wait, did
Okay,
it
that's
work or not?
problem.
No, it didn't. It failed.
Oh crap! I try to use my warlock magic.
It's kind of accessible, but it's flicker.
Oh great! Huh. Oh, you've got to be kidding! Why am I the only one where my magic is busted now? I use my sorcerer magic and
Turns
does
and
that
looks
stuff
at
seem to be working?
Demir.
Yeah. Does my sorcerer magic seem to be working okay?
It's also flickering.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, something's wrong. My magic's not 100%.
Yeah, just to check, I'm going to try to cast a minor illusion, and I don't know of a bird flying around me.
It is also flickering.
I don't think it is only you, Farley. I think all magic down here, either our magics are still damaged somehow from the transfer, or maybe just it doesn't work right down here.
Chiron's gonna try and summon some fire. I don't got a lot of magic, but I've got fire.
You get that through racial ability, correct? Because I don't think you have casting, do you?
Yes. No, I don't have casting. I get Hellish Rebuke and Thaumaturgy because I'm a tiefling.
That completely fails.
Was there a library or some sort of information kiosk on that pamphlet? I don't remember.
Rudy will take it out, kind of scan through it. There's the excuse me, hollow archives, but that's kind of restricted.
Yeah, okay, yes, here we go. It says we can request research passes through someone named Archivist Jara. You wouldn't happen to know where to find this person, would you?
Likely at the archives. My best
Well-
guess.
Well, there we go. I think we have our next stop. Before we go searching for that jewel, we need to figure out what the hell is going on with us.
We could
mean,
also
my
go to the
magic
Preserve of the Ancestors.
Could.
Especially speaking that it's Maladun that needs our help.
Hmm?
The Preserve of Ancestors, a peaceful grove where the ancient spirits wander offering wisdoms or warnings. A quiet, respectful space. It says to listen to the wind. Sometimes it carries names.
All right,
If
let's go kick the door.
Maladun is...
Go ahead.
No. You're not going to kick any door open, Farley. We're going to be respectful.
That kind of sounds like a cemetery.
Oh, do we have to dig up a body again?
Yeah.
No. Again.
Oh!
Okay, good. Because remember, Chiron, when we had to do that to find that stash underneath it? Yeah, that was not a fun run out of the city.
I'm just going to take a piece of cloth and stuff it in Farley's mouth.
Mm.
Hey. Talking with my mouth covered is my thing.
Ew.
I did the same thing.
That being said, if we want to try and get permission to enter the archives, I would say maybe while we're waiting for that to go through, go seek the ancestors. It's our racial abilities that aren't working.
Fair.
Out of curiosity, I know it might not, because it's a racial. No, I don't. I think it would work for me, because none of this stuff is affecting them. I mean, me. Never mind. Let's do a question.
There are no stupid questions.
Only stupid answers.
I was just gonna ask if I still know which direction is north,
Technically,
because I have this thing. I don't know if that's muted.
you don't exactly have cardinal directions within a floating citadel.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like asking, which way is the north side of this boat?
Yeah. Like I said, stupid question.
But you have been here a while, so I would assume that you know your way around it.
Yeah, but you know
Right.
his way around it. It's just, there's not
It's not like we're in the wild.
technically a north.
Yeah.
It'd be more like starboard, port side.
I just wanted an excuse to show off the ability because I like it.
Yeah, it's a good ability.
But yeah, Rudy will start leading the group towards the archives and get some passes.
On the way there, do we happen to see any more changelings just walking around?
Yeah, you see one.
Domin is gonna stop one of them if they're close enough. Excuse me, might I ask you something?
Oh yeah, how can I do for you?
I noticed you are a changeling, same as me. Do you have problems changing into other forms while in this citadel?
Nay, never had any problems at all, at all.
Ah, I see. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just a thing with this city because I have been having troubles.
Having troubles with your yiggity diggity?
No. Just trouble changing. Hell, just putting on this, just changing my hair was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, you yiggity diggity.
Fair. Well, thank you, cousin.
Oh,
Safe
very
travels.
welcome. See you on the broad side of the moon.
Hey. I look over at Zamir. Well, it's not. It's definitely not just the city fucking with us. We are definitely broken.
I don't think you're broken. I think it's just a minor inconvenience.
To some, it might be a minor inconvenience. To me, it is quite detrimental. Very hard to sneak into places when I look like this.
Noman, as you
Yes?
turn to look at Samir, you notice a problem.
Yes.
There is no Zamir.
I start looking around through the crowd. It was a 2-second conversation. Where the hell did they go?
You're not sure when you last saw Zamir with y'all. They were there during the riddle game, but you're not sure when you lost track of them.
Cadron. Chiron's still there, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
except him. Did Zamir say they were leaving?
Chiron's looking around.
You do not see a Zamir.
I can normally feel at least a direction of where they're at.
Not here.
Is that not?
Out of character. If our powers aren't working and your powers aren't working, I think
I
that's a
mean,
different separate.
here's the thing: is that the likelihood is above table is that the reason that your warlock shit's fucked up is because I'm fucked up. It's really hard to get warlock powers when your fucking patron's injured. Being said,
Do we all notice
Alright.
Zamir?
Oh yeah, once
Yeah.
Poyo starts looking around.
yeah,
I'll wave my hands
Chir-
around in the general direction.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, this has happened before. I know what we need to do. All right. Where's the bar with the most awkward people we can find?
is now wait a minute. Is Elise with us?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay.
At least
No.
they must have told you where they were going.
Elise, did you see where Zamir went?
No, you're keeping track of him.
Did they change? Maybe they suddenly got the changey thing back.
No, they only really have one form that I've seen.
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't the form they were using, but their normal form is recognizable enough that I wouldn't, lose track of them.
I'm not going to be able to climb up walls, am I?
Nope.
I'm going to start just looking around for Zamir
You do
and
not
calling
see
out his name. I am calling out Zamir's name. I am a 7'2" red tiefling,
There
and
Fair
that's
enough, fair
not
enough.
including the horns.
There is no response.
Oh wait, sorry, I was trying to check something. It is range 30 feet. I'm gonna make a floating 5-foot head of Chiron floating in the sky.
That
Like,
is
just like-
terrifying.
Chiron, call out their name. There's no way they won't see that.
I haven't stopped screaming Zamir's name. I've got a hold of Farley so that I can't lose that one.
I make the illusion just like make it sound like they're the ones screaming.
Hey, Chiron, good news. They made a head as big as your ego.
Ooh, that was a low blow.
Right, too soon.
Farley's just getting dragged as I am moving through everything, and then I'm looking for where is Amir? Ow. Chiron is panic looking for him.
See a nothing.
I can see nothing for until I drop unconscious.
Oh, Cece, I have a question. So we
Yeah.
are kind of not able to use magic currently,
Correct.
but what about spells that were cast before we got here?
They would have most likely fallen by.
The summon familiar that Zamir did for Roxy.
They would have been unsummoned by this point. Kinda goes with the whole getting blown up.
I thought that with that spell, it only dissipated if the familiar was killed.
Uh-huh.
Roxy
And
would have
that-
been in the pocket dimension during the fight.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's concerning.
Rudy, is there like a city guard or something? Someone we can report a missing person to?
Are there any guards around?
Not really guards, but you would have. Oh, what's their names?
Minders, guardians.
No, hang on.
Shield bearers?
If that sounds right.
The Popo.
Yeah,
the
the
Popo.
shield bearers over at the Palace of Exile.
But there's no like just officials anywhere around. Just someone. I mean, this is a big crowded city, right?
Yeah.
There's gotta be like some. There's gotta be someone there just looking out for pickpockets at least.
They don't really have a pickpocketing problem.
Well, that answers my other question I was going to ask later on, like how bad is the crime in this city?
It's not worth the risk.
Well, I think they were with us when we made the decision to go to the library.
Yeah, maybe they went over there. Oh,
Or
what pronoun you use? Sorry.
Repeat that?
Oh, I was just asking what pronouns Zamir uses. That was just automatically going to they them.
I wouldn't say he uses he, they.
He, him.
Him.
PM. Okay. I mean, maybe he went ahead.
I mean, I don't think they know the way, but it's a good chance. It's a good chance that they managed to find their way over there, at the very least.
I mean,
then again, they might have trouble asking directions. Chiron, you know Zamir the best. How good are they at finding places in a crowded city?
I'm going to look at Noman and go, brain cell.
Noman blinks at
And
you for
point
a
at
couple of seconds.
myself. And points at myself.
I see.
I mean, when we were left unsupervised, Zamir had the idea of jumping in the water, and I assisted them by pushing them in the water.
Are
Ah,
Zamir's
right.
directional skills terrible? No.
They're
The
better than
problem is
Farley's.
if he sees definitely better than Farley's. The problem lies on if he sees something shiny. Because when both of these two see something shiny, they go after it.
Did we happen to pass anything shiny on the way here? Like maybe a
You are
building
surrounded
or
by bards and musical stuff. Everything is shiny.
Ah,
Well, I'm not. Put it this way: if I don't see them in this area, I am going to start going into the different areas. I don't know exactly what the next closest place would be, but
I mean, everything's technically close. In terms of everything else, the pavilion's over near the Auroral. Let me see if I can get the actual map. Okay.
because right now we are in the pavilion.
Yeah. Y'all are probably that goes like that. Closest thing, if y'all head. Y'all have the trade district way or off to the south. The Palace of Exiles is off to the west, higher up. If you continue up that, you can hit the Passage of Respite. The House of Convalescence is off to the west as well. And then y'all's current housing is off to the south as well.
Okay.
So
Well,
closest things would be House of Convalescence, the Trade District, or the houses.
trade district makes more sense out of all of those. We've been in bed for over a month. Zamir's not going to want to go to bed. And Exile doesn't exactly sound enjoyable, so let's try the trade district.
All right.
lead the way, Rudy.
I will lead the way.
We're
Alrighty.
going Samir hunting. That Wesley Samir.
Let me get my name.
Time to find our twink.
We're going on a hunt for our favorite Twinkie Samir.
That was terrible.
I know,
That
right?
was pretty bad.
You could
I
do better than that.
I really can't. I'm terrible at thinking of songs on the fly.
As y'all work y'all's way over, y'all see a maze of shops. There are some buildings which are permanent settlements, but a lot of them are just stalls, and it is a completely waving labyrinth. The perfect place for our favorite Minotaur, but
Well, fuck me running.
you're looking at hundreds upon hundreds of different little stalls. And Rudy, you know all the mobile stalls change weekly as different Concord jewels come in from the different places.
Okay, this might be a problem.
I look around. I don't even think the big Chiron head will work here.
No, might not.
You have miles upon miles of canvas over making little tents and overhangs. It's a whole thing.
You good?
What are you giggling about?
It's nothing. I said there's something funny.
I mean, maybe they went to go. You went to. Are you okay?
Oh God, they got the giggles bad now.
CC, maybe we should take like 2-3 minutes. I was gonna ask if we could take a break. I need to go to the restroom.
Yeah, we'll take a 10-minute break. We'll take 15. Be back at the 20 marker.
Okay.
We'll be back. And we're back. Sorry about that little break. We had some things we needed to do. As the party is going to do their best to attempt to find Zamir. But while they start their search, we are going to go check in on Zamir. Zamir, how are you doing?
I mean, wouldn't that be up to the DM to see if I'm in any trouble?
You're not in trouble yet. You're in a maze of shops, though. Colorful things on every side.
Yeah. Well, Zamir's on the lookout for anything interesting, which I'm sure there's a lot of things, but he has a few things specific on his mind.
Well, there is an interesting thing that finds you.
Oh?
Are you lost?
He's
You
going to
hear a
look
voice
around to
behind you.
see. Okay, he's going to turn around to see who spoke to him.
As you see a fishman with a very open vest and a very colorful sash and puffy pants. If you look at artwork, he has a trident loosely leaned against his shoulder.
No, not lost per se, just looking around.
First time here in the Citadel?
Yes, was not exactly my plan to come here, but as fate would have it, so I am.
That's how most things end up working here on the Citadel. Everybody wonders, is there something in particular you're looking for?
Mm, not per se, just seeing if something catches my attention.
Ah, well, I have a suggestion if you'd like. A
Oh,
friend
what
of
is it
mine
that
works a
you...
shop here. He's always looking for new people.
What do you mean by that? Just like new customers, or...
Indeed. His name is Seraphim.
Above table, you said Seraphim?
Seraphel.
Seraphel, okay. What kind of things does your friend sell?
He works on magical gear that adventurers have a habit of picking up.
Oh,
Popular with the scholars, too.
can you show me this shop of your friends?
Of course. No, first, my name is Danis. You?
Above table, can you repeat that without the accent?
Danis. D-A-N-A-S. Danis.
Okay. Okay. My name is Zamir.
Well, Zamir, shall we? He offers you his arm.
Zamir will put his hand out, gesturing to the you go first.
You gonna take his arm or no?
No.
Or just tell him to go? Okay.
Yeah, that was Zamir's way of saying, I will follow you.
He is going to lead you to the hottest shop in town. As you see written in glowing letters, almost as it's written in fire, the shop Light Woven Wares.
Okay.
This is the place. Tell him a friend sent you. Should give you a good price.
Zamir will give a nod, and then are there other people looking like to where it's crowded, or...
It's not too crowded. There's some people around, but not as people in the way.
Okay, then Zamir will go up and start looking at some of the wares.
You see, there are quite a few things. Pendants, bracelets, threads, a satchel, some quills, some candles, a paint pot, some kind of monocle, and a coin are things that all stand out. Each of them with little notations under them.
Zamir's gonna look at the notation underneath the coin first.
It is known as a mark of recall coin. It is a small coin that returns to your pocket at dawn if lost the previous day. It is engraved with the Radiant Citadel's star motif.
Okay. What about the pouch?
That is a satchel. It is a fine silken bag that gently glows. It also looks apparently will make no sound when opened and closed, and is good at fitting items in it, as it has something similar to a bag of holding type spell on a smaller scale.
How much does that run?
50 gold pieces for the light woven satchel.
Okay. I guess I probably should have asked this first. Do we still have like all of our money
Yeah, it was on
and
the. It was
shit?
in the. It was in your bag.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right. There was a thread I saw too.
Yes, the Flame Stitcher's thread. There is 10 feet per spool. It is a thread that lightly glows and will automatically mend torn clothes overnight if sewn into the hem. Doesn't work on magical gear. It is sold for
Okay.
25 gold per spool.
Okay. What were some of the other things she said again? Just what they looked like?
A bracelet, a pendant, a quill, a lantern, some candles, a paint pot, and a mop.
Can I
There's
look
also
at
some other items. Where's
the
the other items? There's also a ribbon, a wand, some gloves, and a ring.
what are the gloves?
The gloves are the lumen thread gloves. Once per long rest, you can cast Wall of Light or Daylight. Also grants 60 feet of dark vision while worn. 1,800 gold.
Oh, okay.
As it is a rare magic item.
Yep. What about the bracelet?
The bracelet is a cinder coil bracelet. It's a small bronze band that glows softly when near open flame. It will help you in colder climates to resist the cold. 25 gold pieces.
Okay. The pendant?
The pendant is a glow bead pendant, a charm that reflects your mood. It's a mood ring.
Okay. The monocle. What about that?
The monocle is a scintillant lens. It adds a sparkle to your eyes and gives you advantage on performance checks that involve light, fire, or illusions. 45 gold pieces.
Hmm. I don't want to make you go over everything, but I'm curious.
You're fine.
I remember you mentioning a quill. What is that?
That is an ever-write quill. It is a pen that will write with ink that never runs out. It can also switch between normal ink and glowing ink. It's 10 gold pieces.
What were the other items that you haven't mentioned yet?
You have the lantern, the candle, the paint pot, the
The lantern was the one I was curious about next.
ember, the wand, and the ring. The lantern is a sun sigil paper lantern. It floats 5 feet above the ground when lit and will follow the user around for an hour. It is usable once per day. 20 gold pieces.
The ring?
The ring is a phoenix coil ring. When you drop to 0 HP, you will have an explosion go off around you 10 feet that will deal 2d6 fire damage, and then you will stabilize at 1 HP. It is usable once per short rest.
How much is that?
2,200.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be high. You said there was an ember?
Yes. It is a stylus that leaves glowing ink. It can be used to write on any surface as describes it.
I think the last thing that's piqued my curiosity that I can remember is the candle.
Those are the ashless candles. They come in a 3-pack. They are candles that emit a warm light for 8 hours and will never leave soot or smoke. Very popular with scholars. 5 gold pieces.
Okay. I think Zamir is going to get the satchel.
Easy enough.
So he's going to flag down the shopkeep.
You see the shopkeep seems to be a... Here you go. Some kind of Genasi dressed in all red with flaming hair. Yes? What can I do for you?
I was curious about getting this satchel of yours. A friend of yours, Donovan, I believe he said his name was, recommended this your shop to me, and I must say, I quite like a lot of your products here.
Oh, you mean Danis? Yes, he's a good friend of
Mhm.
mine. And you're looking to get the light woven satchel?
That is correct.
It was quite interesting attempting to make it. Weaving it out of light was an interesting challenge, but I think it came out well in the end. It feels very fine, and in a pinch can be used as a pillow. As you are a friend of Donis, I will give it to you for 40 gold.
I will take you up on that offer. Thank you very kindly.
You are very welcome. Also, do note, almost no one will be able to hear you messing with the flap top of it. Very good
Almost.
for stealth missions.
Yes, I was thinking that, but what do you mean by almost no one? So there's still a chance of it being heard?
Genazis like myself will be able to hear it, as we will hear the movement of the light.
Oh, good to know. Thank you for that bit of information.
Also, I suppose flame elementals, or those tied to the plane of fire, may be able to hear it as well.
Thank
So
you
you'll
for
need
that
to be careful.
information. Yes. Well, if I need any more items, I'll be sure to come back by and see what you have. I've heard that the stock here changes up quite frequently.
Aye, as new people come through, new ideas come through.
Well, I thank you for your help with this. Have a good day.
You as well. It gives
And
you a
Zamir
wave as
will.
you are traded the item for the gold and allowed to leave.
Yep.
What will you be
Zamir will
doing
be
next, Samir?
Zamir will kind of be on the lookout for anything else. Totally not looking for like a weapon shop or something with things that don't scream magic.
You do actually see there is a blacksmith working on one of the more solid places. The one that actually is a building.
Okay. Zamir will go in.
You can hear the ringing of metal. Somebody is working the forge.
Are there things on display In front of, out where everyone can see it.
Oh, there's many things. Many things. Your usual gear, there's magical weapons, there's styles that you've never seen.
Mhm.
What kind of thing would you like to look for?
This might sound weird, but almost something that seems to have a magical ability but doesn't scream that it does. Does that make sense?
Alrighty. You do see
Nothing.
one,
Oh.
a simple sword that
Mhm.
has been marked as a moonfire blade.
And how is that different from Moon Touched above table?
You're on, sir. Sure.
Is there anyone else, or do I that looks like they might work there, or just the tinking from the forge?
There is a little bell at the desk.
Zamir will ring it.
You hear the forge come to a stop after a few moments. And then you see an elven woman walk out. Red hair and darker skin than you'd expect from an elf. And very strange marks along her arms. Almost look like burns or tattoos. You also see she is wearing spiked pauldrons and a blacksmithing blade. Yes. Oh, you're new.
Hello.
I don't think I've seen
Yes.
you come in here before. As she
Yes.
walks around the counter and starts looking you up and down and walking around.
Oh yeah, and I did realize Zamir is in their even twinkier form right now. So
Your
they
armor
look
doesn't
even.
fit all that well. Are you looking for
Uh,
a refitting?
no, I should be fine. The armor fits me whenever I look how I normally choose to look.
Ah,
Yes.
you should get something that moves with you.
I am hoping to not stay in this form for too much longer.
Understandable. What can I do for you?
I was looking at this sword and was wondering if you could tell me anything about it.
It is a moonfire blade. It is simple enough. It. She pulls it, and you see, much like the moon touched blade, it has a soft glow, but this
Mhm.
glow flickers like a flame. It has been touched by some rather interesting celestial energies. It is rather good at dealing out radiant. As in mechanics wise, it is a long sword that does +1 to attack, but +1 radiant damage on attacks instead of just a normal +1.
Okay.
Actually,
Hmm.
no, that's not how it works. It does the plus
Okay.
1, but it turns the slashing damage into radiant. My bad.
Okay. Okay. Can it be selected if it does it always do radiant damage
Yes.
or okay. I was just curious about it. I have this companion who is a very good swordsman or swordswoman, I guess would be the proper term, but they are not the most fond of magic, but I was seeing if maybe I could get something.
I see. Well, I could work on something. Most people want something flashy from a magical weapon.
No, they do not strike me as someone who wants anything flashy. They want efficiency.
I think I have something here that may work. As she moves into the back, she pulls out a magical greatsword, just simple +1, but you don't see the average magical sheen that magic weapons generally have. This just looks like a well-crafted blade.
Interesting. How much is it?
It's relatively simple, so I'm willing to part for it for 250. You won't find a blade sharper. As she flicks the greatsword around her wrist over her shoulders and brings it down on a mannequin standing nearby, and it cleaves through like butter.
Ooh, that is very nice. Sadly, I do not have that much on me right now, so I might have to come back later if I'm still in the Citadel by then.
Of course, I don't expect anyone to pick it up anytime soon, so you may still be able to pick it up. As I said, most people look for more flashy things.
Yes.
It
By
is
the way,
at
how
this
much
point
was...
a certain aggressive tiefling sees somebody through a window.
I see Zamir.
Yeah.
I am I still have a hold of Farley, so I am going into the shop. There you are.
Zamir will turn around. Oh, hello, Chiron. I thought you guys were going to the archives or wherever it was.
Zamir, we are on a floating city in the sky, deep in the ethereal, missing many of our companions. By the everything infernal, please don't run off.
The entire time, every time you made a different comment, like floating city, stuff like that, Zamir was just nodding along, and then you said that, and they just go, oh.
Chiron's gonna put Farley in front of them, push on Zamir's cheeks to make sure he's there. And once they are satisfied that they exist and are here, it's gonna go, okay. What shinies did you find?
Zamir is going to lift up the satchel and go, I found this. There were some other interesting items there too. I'll definitely show you. Oh, by the way, and he's going to turn back to the shopkeep real quick and go, how much for the Moonflames blade?
That one is going to go for 300.
Ah.
I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, 300.
Dang it.
I have an item that a friend of mine that may be of interest to you, she says to Chiron.
Raises an eyebrow.
A gem of tethering. It's relatively simple. 120 gold. Mark it on a willing subject, and the two are unable to move more than 60 feet apart from each other.
You said how much?
125.
Okay, well, that's gonna involve me getting a job. Like I said, we're not from here.
There's a shrug.
Listen, I've got like 50 gold on me. Yes, Samir.
No, I was just going to ask how much. He was just going to ask how much you needed.
I've got like in technicalities, I have 54 gold and 4 silver on me. I have enough to go get tacos.
You can get free tacos from Rudy.
Yeah.
By the way, after the mention of the price of the moon flame blade, Zamir starts to look a little pouty.
Do you want money?
Oh, was Rudy aiming that towards? I guess a good question is it just Chiron and Farley here, or
Oh,
did
yeah.
everyone else see them?
No, I think they're in a group because they were following Chiron.
Okay.
mean,
Zamir
I
will
got-
turn. Oh, go ahead.
We're following
I'm-
you because we can't leave our disastrous twink alone for long periods of time.
I'm not that bad, Farley. What were you going to say, Rudy?
I got gold if you want some.
No, I'm too short to ask for any help with buying it. That and I maybe wanted to buy it on my own.
Oh, all
What
right.
do you need?
Well, I have 112 gold on me, and for the the cheaper of the two items, it is 250.
I've only got the 135. I'm 3 short.
I mean, I can give the other 3.
Just make sure you pay me back.
I can look into it later.
I was
You
gonna
said you
say
wanted-
I'm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You can go.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm interested in that tethering thing. In fact,
Mhm.
I'm interested in at least 3. One for Farley, one for Zamir, and nobody asked questions about the third one.
They are
no.
supposed. They work for an hour before they need to be reapplied.
Okay.
I do not need one that is not necessary for me.
It is if we come across another river.
Hey Raven.
I cannot deny your logic in that.
Raven, Noman's there, right?
He should be.
Did Raven leave and not say anything?
Raven?
They're here. They're just not saying anything.
Raven.
I'm gonna throw him around.
Pedro.
Are you there now, Raven?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Noman is there with the group,
Yeah, with the group.
right? Okay. Zamir's gonna toss the satchel at Noman.
No one catches it and opens it. What's this?
It's like a small bag of holding, but it makes almost no sound when opened. Only people connected to the Janazi or people potentially connected to the realm of plane of fire can hear it. You like sneaking around, so I figured it'd be better for you.
Well, hopefully I don't have to sneak up on someone, a Janazi, but thank you.
You guys were planning on going to the archive, right?
Oh yeah,
One of
we
the
go out
places.
and get passes.
Granted, what would we be looking for in the archives? I feel like we need some kind of something.
Well, the
Other
plan was
than
to go to the archive, get the pass, and while they do all the paperwork and stuff, they give us our pass. We go to the place for the ancestors.
But what are we looking for specifically?
Answers to life's questions.
I don't think anyone has the answer to the meaning of life, Noman.
Yeah,
Except that it's 42.
Rudy, you also know that's not something they'd be able to get you into the archive for.
So it might be best to go to the Grove first and see if they can put us on a better path and then go
Rudy,
seeking
you will
information.
also know that, as far as you know, in the month that people have been looking around, nobody entirely knows what's going on at this party.
all right. So
And that's including those that have looked into it at the archive.
I guess we go to the preserve then,
You could.
or since while we're here, we can look around the trade concourse.
I mean, is there anything else anyone wanted to buy?
Not sure. There's a lot of things here.
I think either way, we're gonna leave it there, as we'll be able to do shopping off screen and we'll figure out where y'all are going next in the week to come. So I would like to thank everyone for joining us, and I hope you come back next week to see just how much of a problem this party gets themselves into. Y'all have a wonderful night. Peace.